How much did we watch Frankie grow up? Frankie, what'd you Google in bed the other day?
I Googled, does your penis shrink as you grow up?
So things are going good. Jackpocket is America's #1 lottery app where you can order your lottery tickets right off your iPhone. Ooh, cash for life. I still think $1,000 a day for life is like the best jackpot.
Yeah.
It's mathematically obviously not. Go get your Mega Millions, go get your Powerball when you win $1 billion. But there's something to be said for like every day I got $1,000.
Every day you wake up, you're just like, spend
$1,000. Yeah, there you go. Like that to me, oh man, cash for life is where it's at. Powerball right now, 416 mil. Mega Millions, 324. We're getting up there. We had some like trash, like $89 million jackpots, but we're getting back up there. We're getting back to $500 million. And right now you can get a free lottery ticket for your Mega Millions, for your Powerball, and I think even for the cash for life when you use promo code KFC at checkout. Your first lottery ticket for free if you're a new user on Jackpocket. Download it. It has all of the big paydays, all of the even the smaller ones. Pick 10, take 5, win 4, and you can do scratch-off tickets in certain states, and you can pick your own numbers or do quick picks. So if you have a birthday, a lucky number, the lost numbers. You remember the lost numbers?
No.
8, 16. That's it. That's all I got.
No, I think I knew it started with an 8, but that was about it.
So whatever it is, you can put them in there, or you can just go quick $2 and spend it. A couple quick clicks, and you got yourself a ticket to win millions of dollars. Available on Jackpocket now, America's #1 lottery app and the official partner of Barstool Sports. Use promo code KFC for a free ticket. Very special guests on KFC Radio today. When Frankie walked through the door and reappeared at Barstool HQ, I mean, the place lit up.
Yeah.
The place got a fucking ovation. I was just down in Austin, and I saw Gillis take the stage in Mothership. Like rock star status, guys literally standing up going, yeah! Bro, you were like right there.
Yeah.
Right on that level,
feels
man.
The same thing.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah, it's always great to see the fellas. Right?
When was the last time you were here?
You were not too long ago.
Yeah,
Not too long ago?
weeks
Okay,
ago.
I
I
missed
pop
you.
in and
I
out
didn't see
whenever
you.
I have something to do in here, but
Yeah.
it's been, we're road dogs now.
I
It's
know,
really what
man.
we are.
I'm
Dude,
so
that
happy for
video
you.
last year of your flights,
Oh,
I watched that like 10 times.
I'm surprised I didn't get canceled by one of those like
Environmentalists.
You
Yeah.
supported Taylor Swift last year.
If that was a private jet, you probably would be canceled.
115 flights or something.
Dude,
like
I
that.
know,
That's
like,
crazy.
Too many.
listen, I always throw the disclaimer. We're not digging ditches and working in the trenches in the mines, and playing golf for a living and doing the shit you do and making the money you're making is pretty much like hitting the lottery. That being said, that shit is no joke. That's a grind. That's a lifestyle that is not an easy one to keep up with.
No, we could just golf at home. I don't know why. We gotta,
Why do we got to do it here?
Well,
there,
got the
and
most golf courses ever.
Yeah.
But no, it's been great. The Barstool Classic is like a business of its own. So
we're on year 8 or something,
Year
right?
7.
7. I would have
28
said that's like
events.
3 years old max.
28 events. So like you're going to most of those, and then we have all the events
In 1
around
year?
it. 28 in 1 year. We have a full team that goes like you have to see the route that like 18-wheeler takes.
Yeah, I'm
It's
sure.
18 Wheelers.
Yeah.
Bro, I mean that's
Jeez,
like a music tour.
Yeah.
It really
You
is.
you gotta like break
the
it down,
amount
set it up.
of-
Break it down, set it up.
The amount of signage that they bring out, it's crazy. Like that is.
You guys are supposed to be making bank.
Well, I mean, Barstool.
Yeah. Foreplay. It's gotta be, bringing
yeah,
money.
definitely.
Dave's making bank.
I mean, it's going well. It's going like, golf is just freaking exploding, man. Like look at what
I
just
was
happened with Trent
crazy.
playing at TPC Sawgrass.
Dude,
It's
that
fucking
video
nuts.
was so fucking insane. Like,
But such a credit to them for like you got to be the right people to like take advantage of that moment. Like Trent, and credit to Frankie because he was just telling me that Trent was like, I'm done. I gotta
Trent was
stop.
like, I'm gonna
Like,
hit another. Like I looked at him. I was like, this is it. Like this is a moment. Like I looked around. Like see everyone.
look at everybody.
And then I was
Because if he just like gave up or something, like
Yeah.
you
yeah.
know,
I also
but to
went
be
behind
like,
someone and started a Trent chant.
yeah, you started that.
Yeah.
Hell
dude,
yeah.
when you come
It's like, who
running,
That's a
knows?
caddy.
Who knows? Yeah.
when you come running at the end with the jump. Dude, I actually
so
opened
good.
Twitter at the perfect time where it was like, sometimes if you haven't been on Twitter in a while and it's like see latest tweets or whatever.
Yeah.
Like
It was all those.
I think the first tweet above that was like, "Oh, Trent's having a tough time." So then I got to scroll. Like again, I wasn't watching it, but I got to scroll like in real time, figuring out like, "Oh, it's in the water again," and then like scrolling gently up, like, "No, it's on the green. Let's go."
For the people who don't know, there was the YouTube Creator Classic, which is, the golf content has exploded so much over the last few years that there's all these different groups. There's Foreplay, there's Bob Does, there's the long drive guys, there's all those. And so they did a tournament at the Players, like right before the Players Championship at TPC Sawgrass, where all the regular content creators played around at the same course the pros were going to be on. And Trent hit, what was he shoot? He shot
61 in 8 holes.
61 on 8 holes. But
Thomas
specifically Justin Thomas
shot a 62 in 18 holes the next day.
Trent, that was a perfect tweet. Nice try, Justin. But specifically the 17th hole, which is like one of those island greens, Trent shot a 17 on it, or 11 on 17. 11. And it just became like the talk of the golf world because he was, water after water after water, and when he finally landed, he took a bow, and like everybody went nuts. And like I've always said this, but that is the golf content that the masses want to see. Like, I don't want to watch someone shoot like 81. I want to watch someone, maybe like I want to watch a pro who can like kill it, or I want to watch someone like Trent who loves the game and has been playing the game, but it is so hard to crack, and he just is out there grinding. And watching him break 100, watching him break 90, and I don't know if we'll ever break 80, but like, we're gonna try. And to me, that's what it's about. Like, and I'm sure there's always golf hardos who are like, these guys are doing podcasting, who would watch this? It's like, all right, maybe that little group of people are so into the game and the nuances of it that they don't want to watch that. The vast majority of everybody else loves fucking Trent digging divots that are 3 feet deep and struggling to get on the green, and the crowd going wild. Like, to me, that is what it's about.
It's just funny, right? Like they were using the PGA Tour, like all of the graphics too, for a guy who couldn't even get the ball in the hole. Like all like the shot tracers and everything that you would see Tiger Woods. Like your brain is trained to see the best in the world around all these things, and then it's just Trent who's running out of golf balls and digging ditches.
Tell the Jesus story.
The Jesus story is crazy. So like 6 months ago, Trent, we did a live event down in West Palm Beach, and it was like live streamed, and it was a match against those good guys. And so there's a bunch of fans out there, and we had a security guard, this little woman. She like never knew what golf was. She definitely was hired just to be there for like the amount of people that were standing around the green, the green. And she's standing probably where KFC's standing, and Trent goes to drive on like the 16th hole and pulls one right by her forehead. I'm talking right by her forehead. So much so, like in the video, because it's on the live stream, so it's kind of like choppy, you hear me go, "Oh, shit!" And I stared at her, and she looked at me like, I screamed as loud as I could, like trying to, like she would have been dead if it made contact with her. No joke. God. So Trent got like legit rattled from this. Like, he's like, I can't be out here. This is nuts. I'm going to kill somebody. And hours go by, and I don't know if she gave it to him, or guys found her and gave Trent the ball, but she found the ball and wrote Jesus on the ball in like a weird like scribble, right? So anyway, we're preparing for this freaking event at TPC Sawgrass, and like I'm trying to be Trent's caddy, so I throw a bunch of balls on the putting green. I'm like, let's practice some putts. And he picks up this ball, and he's like, we can't use this ball. I'm like, why? He's like, it says Jesus on it. I'm like, why? He's like, I'll tell you later. He's being real weird. Like, didn't want it on camera or nothing. I was like, what's going on? So like the third or fourth hole goes by, and I was so like, we're in this huge thing. We're on TV. I'm taking like what Dave called it the cringiest thing of all time. I had to take a shot. That's a mess. That was a huge mess. I took a shot during the broadcast.
Oh, you didn't see this?
No.
It was like a Nate moment.
It was. They were walking.
I didn't know what else to do. Paige was like, you got to do something. I
walking
took a
and
shot.
talking with Paige Sporanic doing an interview, and Trent does his thing, and he's like, yeah, Paige, we're out here, we're grinding, we're trying, and she's like, and Frankie, you're a caddy for the first time, and he's like, Paige, we've been out here for like 5 hours, blah 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 blah, and he grabs a little nip, and he's like, so and Dave put up a video of when Nate did it at the daiquiri.
Oh, I saw that, but I didn't watch the full video.
Yeah.
I saw it.
So Dave was saying it was the cringiest thing.
My wife called me. She's like, Dave was tweeting about him. Like, he's making fucking fun of me. Don't tell me when I'm getting made fun of.
Old school Barstool when we did
Don't tell me when I'm getting made fun of.
Fucking unbelievable.
I
She's
love
like,
when regular people don't know.
I'm like, I'm
it's a
gonna
good
kill
thing.
myself because he tweeted
When
that.
we
That's
did
not a
the-
good thing.
We did the spelling bee like
God.
10 years ago now, and
Longer
Nate's-
than that.
Was it? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
That
like
was
12, 13,
early days for
14 years.
me. Yeah. So I was like 13,
Really
14.
bad.
So the word was daiquiri. Nate was supposed to spell daiquiri. And by the way, Nate looks like he's 10 years old.
Yeah.
And before he spells his word, he goes, "This is not a daiquiri." And he does a shot.
Hopefully I wasn't that bad, but Dave said it was on the same
fireball or whatever.
It was on the same level. But
No, it was not. But it was just like you were doing a little
he
bit.
said,
Like we're gonna,
we're not supposed to be doing bits, but it is what it
there.
is. So anyway, so we're walking. Oh, we got this Nate videos like this.
Yeah.
This one's tough.
Yeah, obviously you can go right to the
There it
little
is.
spike there. That's where it's gonna
He
be.
never wears
Not
his
a
hat like
daiquiri.
straight.
I mean, he looks legitimately like a 9-year-old boy. Nobody has ever benefited more from
He's
a
wearing an
beard
old school
than Nate.
goalie mask.
I mean, he also looks like he's 70 pounds. He looks like a actual child. This is not a daiquiri. And it kind of was, though. It's like pink. It's like, you know what I mean? He didn't rip like whiskey or something. So that was unbelievable.
So anyway, so we're out there, and Trent tells me the story about the girl that wrote Jesus on it. And so the round goes by, and he's like, we can't use this golf ball at all. Round goes by, we get to 17. And we had lost golf balls leading up to that. Like, Trent lost one in the water on, I think, like 14 or whatever. So we had to throw him some new balls. And 17 comes around, and he puts one in the water. And now it's a moment. The crowd's going crazy. We're losing our minds. I'm digging in the bag, being like, we got to keep doing this. I'm throwing him another ball. I throw him a TaylorMade stripe ball. I throw him a Pix ball. And then I dig at the very end. I find like a white pearly ball. I throw it to Trent. He's already hit 4 in the water. He takes his 5th shot, hits it on the green. We go nuts. He only has 1 ball left in the bag. We go up to the green. I'm like, Trent, what a moment. Like, we're like reeling. He goes, you know what ball that was? I said, what ball? He goes, it's the Jesus ball.
No
that
way.
didn't go in the water. So, like, it's funny to say, like, you know, someone tweeted, like, oh, Trent's 11th shot was saved by Jesus or something like that, right? Like,
Whatever,
but-
dude. Yeah, maybe if he put the Jesus ball in the tee first, it would have been 1.
It's weird to, like, get all, like, sentimental about, like, hitting 5 balls into the water at TPC Sawgrass, but, like, it is funny or weird or just whatever you want to call it. The fact that was the ball that we talked about all the time.
Come
the whole
on,
entire
that's a good
day.
story.
I had no idea I threw it to him, and that's the one that stayed on the green. I mean, come
You
on.
guys should
so-
sell Jesus balls. You get the golf merch
Oh,
tapped in
yeah.
with the Jesus freaks. So you guys are really making
So
money.
yeah, that
then.
was a crazy.
Wait, but why did she write Jesus on it?
Because
Just
I think it
she
almost
thought that
killed
she
her.
got
It almost
saved
killed
that
her.
day.
Yeah.
It almost
Got it,
killed
got
her.
it, got it.
Like the only
Bullet
reason that this man. Imagine if Trent killed a woman.
Inches.
Like
Inches.
I mean, you're going to jail. You know, like that's like some sort of
No, you're going to
manslaughter.
jail, but you're going to be
You're
ending up on
getting
a lot,
something, bro.
a lot of lists with Tony Stewart is what ends up happening.
Really bad.
Does that happen in golf?
Well, usually you're not. I would also put it on that girl. I guess she's a security guard. She's got to stand where she's got to stand. But I've always thought, even when you watch like Tiger, people stand and lean down the barrel of the fairway, like probably like 100 feet
There's
up
a
or
video
whatever.
of Max Homa.
Because
I
they
don't know if
trust
you
that
could
they're
pull.
going to hit
Max
it straight.
Homa almost
But
killed
regular
someone
people.
recently.
Yeah.
Max Homa hit a tree. It went right over a guy's forehead. It would have killed the guy right on the spot.
Really?
Standing right there, would have hit him right between the eyeballs and killed him. This one. Watch this. Watch
Like
this.
these
fucking,
people are so
Watch
trusting.
this shit. And hopefully they show the
Especially this. You're
Watch
shooting
this,
from
watch
the
this, watch
dirt.
this.
You're near a tree. Like
You're right in
anything's
front of a guy
possible.
hitting a golf ball.
Yeah. I mean, that's that guy's fault. I thought it was gonna be like someone else, like bounce.
No.
That guy was just standing in the way of a
Some of
professional
them-
Is
golfer
this right
shooting.
where he's lining up?
Yes.
Perfect.
Let me stand right there.
Oh, holy.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
So, but yeah, that's
Dude,
fun.
I was saying the other day to my dad, I was like, if I had only gambled and golfed, like we could have been doing this golf shit. Fucking, we would have had a 10-year head start
Oh my
on
God.
the YouTube creator world. You know, I mean, now it's there's everybody. It's a good
Yeah.
little community, though. I feel like I don't know. I'm sure you guys are all secretly hate each other and at each other's throats, but it seems like publicly you're all like,
Oh,
cool
really?
with
I
each
mean,
other.
we get drinks with all the other guys, and we want everyone to be successful at this point because like, we haven't even. You look at the numbers, and some guys are doing unbelievable numbers, of million an episode or whatever, but that's still not even cracking. Like, I don't even know what the percentage is, but of YouTube viewers,
Oh,
we're not even at like if our videos are doing well and we're at 300,000, like.
Bro, YouTube is like wrapping your head
Hundreds of
around YouTube
millions.
is insane. There's 650 million people a day on YouTube.
Right.
Like,
so
it's
like,
just
at this point, like, yeah, sure, there's a lot of like people getting views, but like we all haven't even really tapped into it. I feel like, like
yeah,
fully.
yeah.
Do you say that you're a YouTuber, a golfer, a podcaster?
I was just gonna. I've been not like I wasn't just gonna ask it right now, but I think it a lot when I like. Are you a YouTuber?
Yeah.
I think we are.
Yeah, at
You're
this
a
point, I think you are.
YouTuber,
Yeah.
Crazy. Thank
Yeah.
you, Brick. Okay.
It's weird. Well, like it's not a lot of the other brands like have like all the events and the merchandise and all that. Also, I mean they do, but it's not like I feel like as more of their day to day as it is
That's the
ours. So it
Barstool
feels-
difference, I
like,
think,
we
is
don't
the-
feel like
the-
we're YouTubers. We feel like it's just something that we put on YouTube once a week.
Yeah, I get that.
Do people?
Do you
it's a
still
pod-
like golf?
I love golf.
Yeah?
I love
I was
it.
gonna ask that too.
No, they're all. But even golf freaks are golf freaks. Like even forget about what these guys do. Like even just watching my friends, I'm like, they're like, let's play like 52 today, and I'm like, you really gonna do that? Like. You really just keep doing that. And,
We love it,
And
man.
they're not. You guys are playing the best courses and all this shit. They're just playing random shit every chance they get, and it never seems to get old to them.
No, because you're playing against yourself. It's the only sport that like it doesn't. You always want to keep doing it because you want to get better than yourself the last time.
Yeah.
It's not like you're really bad at a sport and then like you can't beat the other team. Like you always have a chance to beat yourself that day.
Get a little
you know
bit
what I mean?
better
It's
too.
like
And there's like a very
there's something
tangible like
about
I
it.
shot a shot
Yeah.
lower, I shot 2 shots lower.
Exactly.
three strokes lower.
you can
like,
always have little wins. Which
I mean,
just
watching
makes it
Trent
cool.
has actually been pretty cool. Like he went from
Yeah.
awful to like serviceable, and
Yeah, and I
you
guess the
can tell
difference
the
between
pace.
us and the other ones is like we don't all live in the same. Like a lot of these guys, like Bob, like they all live in Jupiter and they all
Mm-hmm.
record every podcast in the same building and they do like videos and like their whole entire day is like how are we going to come up with the best YouTube video? Like that's like YouTube creating,
Mm-hmm.
and like we're still in that Barstool world where like we live in different cities, we do
Yeah.
everything on Zoom.
yeah,
and
but
it's like
I'm sure they're sitting
we're
there going,
neat-
I wish we could host 28
yeah.
fucking events in,
Right.
in a year. You know what
It's
I mean?
just
So
like we feel like more of like I don't know, we're more like involved in the business side. I feel like still.
Have you guys ever talked about moving all to the same place?
We'll see. I mean,
Well,
I'm
this
such
guy's
a
got-
Long Island guy.
Yeah,
I
be
gotta
on the way.
to Long Island, right?
yeah,
Yeah, that's
Trent,
not gonna happen.
Riggs ain't moving to Long Island.
He ain't moving. Trent just moved to Florida. It's like they're all getting out of
Yeah,
here.
7 weeks to go.
I'm about to have a
He's,
baby,
he's
man.
in the D-Day, bro.
This podcast
he's in the
has
end game
seen
now.
quite the different
Bro.
stories of me.
Honestly, one day we show it to Baby Borelli. Like this
No.
is when your dad was talking about squeegeeing cum off the floor.
I can't be a dad, man.
It is crazy. Dude, they just let anybody be a dad. March Madness is here, so it's time to park yourself in front of the television, watch 12 hours of basketball, 4 days a week, and do it all with a nice glass of Evan Williams, America's #1 game day pour. Whether you've had a long day at the office, whether you're, I don't know, traveling, whether I don't know, you can drink.
Just want to watch some March
I was
Madness.
gonna say you don't even need a reason. If you just want to drink bourbon, drink your whiskey, Evan Williams has you covered. Whether you're drinking it on the rocks, whether you're doing it neat, you could shoot it. You could do it in old fashions and other whiskey cocktails. It is always smooth, rich, and easy to enjoy. So whether it's pregame pour or a postgame nightcap, best game day moments can be paired up with Evan Williams. Make Evan Williams part of your game day because trust us, you will not be disappointed. So visit evanwilliams.com to find a bottle near you. That's Evan Williams, Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, Bardstown, Kentucky, 43 to 45% alcohol by volume. Factor Meals is back. Let's go, Factor. I love Factor Meals. Ready to optimize your nutrition this year? Factor has chef-made, gourmet meals that make eating well easy. Who was it? Somebody just told me recently, I think when I was down at South by, that like somebody lost like 50 pounds and all they just stuck to Factor Meals.
Really?
That's all they ate.
That makes sense after surviving.
Right? Dietitian approved, heavy on the protein, still tasty snacks, but you're not, turning into like a bag of chips or, donuts or whatever. So you can kind of get your fix with Factor, whether you're trying to do full meals or, man, that buffalo chicken dip. That salmon.
Dude, the steak.
The
it was
Baja,
all
the Baja chicken, the
incredible.
steak, they were all really, really good. And I don't know how they do it. It's magic. You would imagine you throw a plastic, you throw a wrapped up thing in the microwave and you think it's not going to come out good. It comes out tender, fresh. It is truly magic. I don't know how Factor does it. Look at this. Yeah, you can lose 8 pounds in 8 weeks if you do the Factor keto meal. So if you're looking to tighten up for the summer, spring, you're going to be in the bathing suit soon. 8 pounds in 8 weeks if you do the keto meals. Results will vary depending on diet and exercise, of course, but whether it's the keto or the protein or the this, that, the other, they have all sorts of different diets, all sorts of different menus tailored to you. So eat smart with Factor. Go to factormeals.com/factorpodcast and then use code FACTORPODCAST. I don't know what happened to good old KFC, but that's factormeals.com/factorpodcast, code FACTORPODCAST, and get 50% off your first box plus free shipping.
Anybody.
There's no rules. There's no barrier. You can just be a dad.
Think about like the eras of me coming on this show.
We watched you literally grow up.
That's fucking
I think
crazy.
Hancock told me.
How much did we watch Frankie grow up? Frankie, what'd you Google in bed the other day?
I Googled, does your penis shrink as you grow up?
So things are going good. So how's your penis doing, Frankie?
It's just like, I was just laying in bed being like, I just don't know if I'm where I used to be. And like, so much to the point. And I feel like we all have these thoughts, right? Like you're in the shower and you're like, I don't
I've never
know,
thrown
right?
a Google to like, is my
And
dick
it got
shrinking?
it's gotten so bad that I had to Google it. I was talking to Grok on Twitter for like an hour.
Are we talking your erect penis or your soft
No,
penis?
you're like you're soft.
So here's the thing.
Because like you go through like weird times with
Totally.
your soft penis.
But
right?
I've
I don't
seen
think my soft
smallest.
penis has a size. I have no idea.
right, so now
I don't
we're
know
co-
what my resting penis size is.
I think I could. I think I have a. This is my standard. This is my North Star. And
All
then
I'm
it
saying
varies
is
up and down
sometimes
from there.
you have a good dick day, sometimes
Great
you have
dick
bad.
day,
I've had
yeah.
a bad dick like 3 years. Like I'm waiting for this thing to pop back out. Like I'm like
There are sometimes when
like,
it's
been cold for
yeah.
24 months.
Bro, if you're like sick and you're cold
Yeah.
or whatever, there are
I've had a
times
sick dick
where-
for 2 years.
there are times where I'm like appalled. I'm like, come on, dude, no way, that's what it is, dude. It's like literally just the tip. It's just the tip.
So yeah,
It's like one of those
7
little
weeks,
button things.
7 weeks I got a baby coming, but
You know what I was thinking though? It probably sucks to have like a big dick today because
No.
let's hear this out.
Yeah, what she said.
Come on.
Yeah.
because like
Expand.
with AI, like if something were to leak, everyone's just like, oh, that's AI, that's not real. So it's like there's not even a point. Like John Hamm, you just made it just in time. Like
Yeah, we all know that shit was real.
that shit was real. You got credit for it. Nowadays, nobody's getting credit for it.
See, I think that is like we were just talking about this yesterday at the bar. Like that's just how people used to talk about Photoshop.
True.
Yeah.
Like John
Yeah.
Hamm was post Photoshop. You can tell. Like when Photoshop was coming out, people were like, we're never gonna know what's real and what isn't. You fucking can tell a Photoshop
White Lotus,
picture.
Lucius Malfoy, was that his real
No,
dick?
it was
No, it was
not.
fake. It was fake.
Oh, man.
And he's very annoyed that people keep asking him about
Oh, that thing was
Yeah.
juicy.
Bro, it's like
They all
that's-
are in
It happens every time. Like if you're on White Lotus and you're gonna show dick, like people are gonna ask the question. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's
that
just-
thing was.
But he had
that
a
was
great
hammer.
line.
That,
where-
that thing was hanging.
Juicy, man.
It was like
That was
meaty.
juicy.
Yeah.
He had
It's like
a
it was a great
squeegee.
scene. Yeah.
it was
I just want to
Like this. Trying to give it a little squeeze.
he was the what was the line I saw? Because he was asked about it and he was like, God, no, it's a prosthetic. He goes, Mikey Madison just won Best Actress. Don't remember many people asking her about her vulva.
Listen, it's just different. Like we are in the era, and specifically White Lotus. It's dude dick is like that's
It's
a rare
everywhere.
thing even today. And that show, I mean, did you see the latest episode?
Yeah.
Guy just fucking doing
Yeah.
the wiggles,
Yes, yes,
slapping
yes,
his
yeah.
legs like this.
That's
Like,
crazy.
Is
I-
this necessary to the storyline?
No.
Okay.
No.
No, I think White Lotus is always making a point that it's just like we're gonna show dick because like girls have to do it all the
the,
time.
I had watched
the first
something
one
else.
felt a little bit more towards the storyline because you wanted to see like the family's so weird. Maybe like someone liked seeing their dad.
Oh, yeah,
or
yeah,
even
yeah,
just
yeah.
he was so out of it.
And yeah, he's,
that,
he's
Yeah.
a dad.
He's
That was
like-
funny. The kids were like, "Oh," and the
Yeah.
son's laughing, the wife's laughing. Like,
he's a guy who was like usually put together, so him being in
Yeah.
a robe with his dick out was like, oh, things aren't going right.
The pool
Yeah.
one was just.
the bull was just a crazy Russian shaking his dick.
Yeah.
Dude, that scene last night was the hardest I've laughed.
Oh, yeah.
And one of the best scenes I've seen in TV in
Were
I
they-
don't know how long.
The kiss?
No,
Oh, Sam Rockwell.
Sam Rockwell.
Oh, that one. Okay,
That
yeah,
was
yeah.
fuck. I was.
Yeah.
It just
The way
going.
Walton Goggins is like now a meme where he's just like, okay, all right, like
Dude, it was like the first like minute of it or whatever the time is, you know. I was like, all right, this is a little weird, and then it just kept. It was like,
when he
it was
goes,
like a Family Guy
I
joke. It just
became
kept
the lady boy.
Dude, as soon as that was one where like I was the Leo meme where like when Sam Rockwell popped on, I was like, Sam Rockwell, he's the fucking best.
Yeah, he's great. That was like when he was like, you know, I took the partying to the limit. Like, I took it as far as it could go. It's like, what does that mean? And then he explains it. He's like, yep, you did.
Yeah.
You went like to the you made to the end of the universe. Like there's nothing after that, bro. You
Yeah.
fucked until you could not fuck anymore.
You wanted to fuck yourself. It's too much.
Yeah, I became like I was fucking the lady boy. I was.
Yeah. That's I believe he's married to Leslie Bibb, which is why
they're at least together.
Yeah.
But apparently they did not meet on the set of this. It was just like coincidence.
Oh, I thought I assumed they were dating before this.
I think it's relatively, maybe not. I don't know. I just saw a lot of headlines that were like, contrary to popular belief, they did not meet. Wait, really? Okay. Yeah. So good. So you're a ladyboy. Okay.
I was so happy when I looked at Twitter after because I didn't know what the response for that was gonna be, and like everyone was like, "That scene saved the season." I was like, "That was unfucking real."
I thought that whole episode was good. If you're into White Lotus, I thought that episode was good.
I thought it was great. I've liked this whole season, but again, I haven't seen the first 2 seasons, so like
I think they're very similar. I don't know. I do. My one gripe is like this is legitimately the 4th episode in a row that Timothy Ratliff is laying. It's the same scene. He's laying in bed while Victoria's on the other side of him, like contemplating how fucked he is. Like, we've done this 3 or 4 episodes in a row. So at some point, that's gotta.
I don't know why it's working on me, but like I don't feel it moving slowly, despite the fact that it definitively is. Like every episode, I'm like, oh, I'm more intrigued because it's gonna pop off. Like,
I told Paps that was the uncut gems of television yesterday. Like it was just like
really?
they're partying. Like you have the girls partying in the streets. You have the brothers partying till they're making out. You got Rockwell talking about fucking ladyboys, and it just kind of like kept going. And I was just like, the whole time I was going, I thought at one point I was like, I thought Carrie Coon was going to get double teamed by Russians.
Yeah,
and then I was like, I think they're about to like assault her.
Yeah.
And then I was like, these guys are taking drugs. Like I was just like, this is going to end poorly for everyone.
For sure. I thought the brother died at one point. I thought Locke
when
died.
he just passed back. Yeah, like the whole thing.
But I didn't find it uncut gems because I don't like that. So I see the comp now, but in watching it, I was very much enjoying it. And uncut gems, Lenora, that kind of shit, I was like, that didn't do it for me. But
the kiss was like altogether completely predictable because like we've been on this track for a while.
Yeah.
Totally.
But I was like, they fucking did it. They really did it. Like, I mean, there have been people coming up with theories of like they're not actually blood related and like trying to make this logical because it does seem so crazy. And I think it's just they're fucking weird and incestual.
I've never thought like there was something deeper. I think
they're just weird,
a fucking weird ass family.
And like the classic like we kiss now you kiss, but it's brothers like that.
Not good.
Fucking weird, man. And that just ended like we don't know how far that went.
Yeah,
we just saw the kiss at the end, so we might start episode 6 and they're just fucking each other. While we're talking about dick sizes, the text that Nicky Smokes sent to Rone is one of the all-time most batshit crazy texts to ever send to a coworker in the history of employment.
The 2 hands one?
Yeah.
Crazy.
So they were debating, much like Jackie said on the show, like how can Nicky Smokes be the guy that is fucking everybody? And so Son of a Boy Dad was tackling that, and they came up with the idea that he must have a hog. So they just texted Nick, "Do you have a hog?" And he wrote back something like, "I've been told it's bigger than average, and most girls put 2 hands on it when they're giving me head." And he's also spelled it 2 wrong. He spelled it 2-O-O. To tell your coworkers that you've been told your dick is big and that girls need 2 hands to hold it is fucking insane.
Well, you could probably thank Alex Cooper for that because like their whole thing was just always use 2 hands to make them feel better. Like you switch up the fingers, but the hands is like.
So it could just be 5 fingers, but it's 2 hands.
And I thought that you guys would be smarter to like understand that trick, but like I guess not.
I never heard that. That's great.
A teacup.
2
hands, though.
2 hands, baby. 2 hands. I've been told that that's bigger than most, and most girls need 2 hands.
It's just a crazy like.
He makes me laugh though. Unfortunately.
Oh, he's the ultimate. Like
he's been cracking me up.
I think Dave doesn't like him, and I think everyone else does.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna give him the I'm not telling you he makes revolutionary content or anything.
No.
But I find him to be a likable, detestable person.
Yeah,
he's not like a nice guy, but he's just like a guy.
I've always enjoyed my experiences with him. He actually genuinely I think he's got kind of like a funny sense of humor.
Yeah.
I think he's trying to be funny there.
Yeah. Well, no, I think that
you don't
was
think
pretty.
So?
I think that is just he's a lunatic. Like he's just got a screw loose. Like I think he also just was like, yeah, let me tell you about my big dick. Like I want that out there. But
to be fair, we're all like kind of hammering Nicky on this. Everyone's like, it's a crazy
it's a weird thing to ask him.
Do you have a hog is a weird like text to just get.
Yeah.
Like,
at least they're on camera. Like if Rone's just like privately.
But he didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, that's what's funny though is that he just like went with it. You know, he wasn't like, is this about Annika? Is this about like, are you on camera right now? He's just like, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
The whole
thing
thing
I don't know. They asked if I have a hog. Here's
he
the
also
answer.
came across a couple girls with big hands. You could tell he's like, and most girls fit 2 hands. He remembers vividly the ones that didn't.
Yeah,
Like
Jackie would need like 2 fingers. Jackie's paws are out there. If Jackie put 2 hands on it, it would be like this. What do you think about? So Dave was debating with Whit and Kirk the like legality of all this. He was like, if we're a reality show, everybody can fuck everybody, and that's just how it goes. But we're not. But are we? Because he was like, he goes, morally, I don't give a fuck. You guys, you're all idiots, but you can all fuck each other. I don't care. But I just can't have Ella. Like, it sounded like he said that Annika was either publicly or secretly liking the attention and the drama. Nicky's an idiot, but it sounded like Ella was kind of like, I don't want to get mixed up in this. So he's like, I don't want this girl to turn around in 2 weeks and like sue Barstool saying it's a toxic workplace. Because if you're just a regular company, that you could probably, say that. But if you are like, you're all reality characters on the internet fucking each other, it's an interesting debate. And he was like, we might have to change our contracts going forward to like reflect that, because it's different rules for different, if you're, depending on which of those buckets you fall in. I would say we tend to fall more on the reality side.
Yeah. I mean, I think we've pretty clearly tried to make that possible. I don't know.
But then
legality
it's like,
and technicalities and stuff like that, I don't know. But like, I would say that if you follow Barstool Sports content, we've gone pretty heavy reality.
Yeah. But I'm saying, but then you run into like, is everybody, if you're a producer, are you under that umbrella? You know what I mean? Like, can everybody fuck anybody? And like, and them's the breaks. You get dumped, you get exposed, it's talked about, because it's like.
Dude, that was like, I was actually thinking about this weekend. I think it might have been last time we recorded, we were talking about similar, I think probably the same situation. And we were talking about like the old Eric email and all that kind of stuff. And it was so funny, like being in the Barstool era at that time, because like, yeah, it was a similar time now. Like people were hooking up with people, all kind of stuff. But Me Too is also happening. So we'd be like 24 years old, like having sex with a coworker. Like, are we okay to do this? Like, yeah, dude. No one in the world gives a fuck about you, and you have zero power whatsoever. Fuck whoever you want. Which is probably, all things considered, probably a healthy way to come up with like coworkers and stuff like that. But it was like, I remember one time being at the Smith across the street and being like, is it okay that I'm hooking up with a coworker? And the person being like, dude, no one gives a fuck
You're
about
not
you.
a fucking Hollywood producer, dude. You're fine. You're all good.
This isn't at the fucking Chateau Marmont in the fucking like. You're having sex with a 24-year-old person. You're fucking fine.
Nobody knows who either of you are. You're good.
No, it's definitely tough for like, like you're saying, like if a girl gets caught up in like a weird relationship thing, like at work, like all of us, like it's already hard enough probably dealing with it with those two people,
let alone publicly.
Via text is probably a nightmare, and now all of a sudden it's on like every single show. It's like, holy smokes!
That's where I think you could run into like
just bleeds the line of like it's a little bit too much of like real life stuff.
Yeah, you almost need to like. Well, that's why in real companies you usually like disclose these things to HR.
Totally,
it's like. Because I could see you being like, I want to fuck this person. I don't want it to be talked about on the unnamed show. But it's like, well, then you shouldn't.
I don't need Whitney's opinion on it.
But that's like anything else at Barstool. It's like, I always operate like there's a camera on me, or at least I try to, where it's like, do only act like if you were comfortable with it being out there, because it probably will get out there, If you're finding it difficult to find some time for a complete balanced meal, that is where Huel comes in. Huel, it's H-U-L-U, it's Huel is spelled H-U-E-L. It's fuel, but with an H, and it's today's sponsor of KFC Radio. Their Black Edition ready to drink is a complete meal in a bottle. 35 grams of protein, 27 minerals and vitamins, and it's all low in sugar. In a handy bottle where you can shake it up and crush it.
Legitimately, really
They're
delicious.
very tasty.
It's very good. It is.
Feitelberg and I are chocolate guys.
Every day. Every day I'm drinking
every day, bro. Jackie and Pav.
Whenever I get in a bad mood, if I feel myself get hangry, I'm
bam.
Time for Huel.
So, keep your coworkers happy. Keep your wife or significant other. As soon as they start bothering you, just throw a Huel in their face. Once Jackie gets
if they're
cranky,
a child
like
I am, like, I'm grumpy because I'm hungry.
New customers shopping at Huel.com can get 15% off plus a free gift using code KFC15 at Huel.com. That's a perfectly balanced meal designed by experts, providing all the nutrients you need that your body takes from a meal. But Huel takes all the guesswork out of healthy eating at your most inconvenient meals with no prep, no cooking. Say goodbye to getting hangry. There you go. And unsatisfying snacks. Just grab a Huel instead. That's 15% off when you go to Huel.com and use promo code KFC15. Please see our description for the terms and conditions. Unlock a healthier, easier way to eat with Huel. Nutritionally complete meals in minutes so you can focus on what really matters. Ladies and gentlemen, legendary comedy icon Bill Burr is now streaming on Hulu. He's a part of the new Hularious stand-up that featured Chrissy D and the chick from Broad City, and it was a heavy hitter lineup.
Yeah,
It was like 5 really good comics.
Gaffigan was on there.
Gaffigan for sure. But Bill Burr dropped on March 14th. Drop Dead Years.
It was great. It
Yeah,
was really good. I was
yeah.
actually talking to Sass about it yesterday. Sass loved it.
It's a quick reminder of who one of the goats is. I feel like he's been doing acting for a little while and whatever, and it's like, oh yeah, no, I'm a generational talent.
I didn't know that was an option.
It's so good. So good. Get Bill's provocative, unfiltered, and honest point of view on everything from marriage and parenthood to dating, advice, and dropping dead with his new signature raw wit and his sharp commentary. Bill Fearless. I'm not doing the read. Bill Burr's the fucking man.
Yeah.
He's one of the all-time goats. He is one of the greatest. He was always gracious enough to do our show back in the day when we were nothing and he was doing arenas. And he's only gone on to bigger and better things. So I can't even believe I need to tell you to go watch Bill Burr's stand-up special on Hulu. But here I am to do it. Go watch Bill Burr, Drop Dead Years on Hulu today, streaming right now, a part of the Hularious lineup. Go watch Chrissy D and everybody else in that lineup. That is a very solid lineup of comics. So what else we got? So baby's imminent.
Yeah, my wife's doing this nesting thing right now.
Oh, the nesting.
Wait, what?
Oh, the
Nesting is the worst thing that's ever happened.
Nesting is
to
one
me.
of the weirdest things that holds true for all of them,
Something happens with, like, something's come over her where she's like, nothing.
It's like biological.
Like the house isn't ready. It's not clean
Oh, yeah,
enough.
It's like, I think animals used to
All
like
the
literally like
closets
build their
need to
nest,
be,
and now
like,
we do that with
perfect.
our homes.
So much so we got new countertops being put in today. Perfectly
Like, that
good
affects the
kitchen.
baby.
Nice kitchen. I'd say nice kitchen.
Yeah.
Ripped them up. They're on the side of my house now. All the granite's just on the floor. And a guy is in my house right now. He has the code to my front door. He's in my house right now, putting in a new kitchen for this baby that doesn't give a fuck. So
Now,
that's
How
nesting.
much is that going to cost?
I don't know. The guy
He
won't
won't
tell me the
tell
answer.
He won't tell
The guy won't tell me. He'll tell me after, he said.
I'm honestly ready. I'm ready to
I don't know. He
start
says,
a
"What?"
revolution.
That's so crazy.
I'm ready to take up arms for the homeowners of the world. And
Oh, dude.
And expose. I'm like a whistleblower. Like, I'm going to expose this whole industry. It's insane. They just make up numbers. They make up timelines. They do literally whatever they want.
Renovating stuff at your house is bad. And I know you're going through it right now.
Oh,
but
man.
it's a fucking grind.
I mean,
I'm not
it'll-
gonna say
it'll,
that
like,
I
ruin
could
your
do it. Like,
relationship.
I did one wall for the nursery. I thought it'd be fun and cute to build I'm gonna build my fucking child's room as if I constructed the whole thing. Really, all I did was I put a couple strips up on the wall and painted it green. But that took me way too long. Like, the fact that these guys and girls can do this shit is crazy.
Well, it's guys.
I actually had one. I had a girl come in and fucking boss me around, man.
Really?
She fucking came around, started throwing things on the floor and shit. I'm like, you
for
beat
her.
the shit out of me.
Because I was thinking about I was watching. There's these 8 dudes showed up to my house every day for about 2 weeks, 12 days, and they replaced the whole roof. And,
I saw that.
And I got on my misogynistic tip, being like, no chicks can do this. There's just no chicks doing this. If we had to rely on it, there would just be no fixed roofs. All roofs would
Funny
be
because
broken.
one of the guys that was doing something, because we've been doing a million projects now because the baby's coming. I don't know why the house wasn't good enough, but we were doing something else in one of the rooms, and my wife was like, "You'd never be able to give birth," because I was saying my stomach hurt a little bit, and she's like, "Women are the only ones that can do this. You guys would die. Like population, which is true. humanity would cease to exist if
Right.
we had to give birth because the
Right.
stuff that we
it's
got.
not even necessarily the birth. It's the 9 months.
The 9 months. But then the guy was like, "Yeah, I'd like to see you lay brick for a living." He heard her say it from downstairs. She's like, humanity would never go through it. And he's like, "I'd like to see you lay brick."
These houses wouldn't exist. There'd be no roof for your baby.
Bro, I mean, I don't know. I went to a birthing class. She took me to a birthing class, and we walked in. And I didn't know what to expect, right? I thought we were going to learn how to change a diaper. I sit down in this room, and it's a pitch black room with a huge... It almost looked like a scene out of, like, Severance or something. It was like a white room with just a screen, a nice, like, minimalistic screen set into the wall. And everyone's just sitting on white, like, little seats, right? Folding chairs, and no one's talking. We sit down, the lights turn off, and on comes this video of a woman pulling a baby out of her vagina, and there was no context, no nothing, and she's just screaming like her life is ending. And I sat there, and I'm like, and out loud I said, "Oh my god!" And I'm looking around like,
This is what? This
did
is
we
what
have
we're
to
doing?
consent to watching this? Is this a fucking like ad to not have a baby?
It's
She was crying and screaming. The baby's coming out, and the placenta falls out. And I was like, "Ew! What are we doing? Show me how to feed the baby."
How do I hold the bottle?
Like, I get, like, dude, it was bad. Like, I mean, everyone, like, you've seen it. I'm assuming, like, it's fucking not
Yeah, but
good.
that's the thing is you
Not
don't have
good.
to watch that part. Like the doctor's got to be down there. Everyone else can be above the
They
wall.
want me pulling the baby
and,
out. Like, what are
yeah.
you talking about?
Did you?
I
watch?
remember watching that.
No.
We had to watch.
I was
it,
not
like,
allowed to watch. Like it was like I didn't want to, but even if I did,
Yeah.
she was like, "You're not looking."
nobody's
And
allowed to.
I think, I mean, more power to you if you are into it like that and you want to do it. But I just think, some things you can't unsee, and you want it to. I want to remember it like that, not like that. You know what I mean? It's like. No. I was gonna say, do you know, like when like your family members like on their deathbed and you're like, I don't want to remember them like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, that's kind of the thing as your pussy.
I remember when I was in high school, it was The Miracle of Life. I think that's the video most of
like
to
the
watch.
original.
And like we had to watch it like every year. And I remember sophomore year, they were like, you can clear out, and I was the only person who stayed. And I was just like, I don't know, this will be fun. Like, what else am I gonna do? I guess I'll just watch this bullshit. And then junior year they did it again, but this different health teacher didn't let everyone clear out. And it was like an 80s movie where it was like the hockey team was in the back, all in like our jumpsuits, just laughing at it and like making fun of it. And the teacher gets mad at one of my friends, and she's like, "Do you understand how painful this is? Do you understand? This is like you're trying to push a watermelon through a Cheerio." And she like had like a mic drop there, and my buddy goes, "Why would that hurt?" And the place erupted. Like she thought she had like a banger. Like, it's like trying to put a watermelon through a Cheerio. That's how painful it is. He's like, "Why would that hurt?" And I was like, "You got a good point. That wouldn't hurt at all."
I sent Jackie a picture
No, yeah.
that I don't know why it popped up in my timeline. Jackie was just recently saying like birth is nuts, like the whole
fucked.
thing.
It's actually
and then this
really
picture
fucked.
shows up on my
Yeah.
goddamn timeline. I mean, this is not like natural. Like it's not human.
And
You know,
also,
it looks
your
like an
timeline
actual
is-
alien.
Alien.
Like,
Timeline's amazing.
That's so insane.
Easy birth, this is called. It's like, yeah, this does not look easy to me, bro. The people who do it at home are
Yeah, the water births
batshit.
are like.
Batshit
Well, there was a
crazy. Like,
couple
if anything
in
goes
our,
wrong, you're fucked.
There was
man.
a couple in our class that was like, he was starting to piss me off a little bit, the guy sitting ahead of me, because he was like shaking his head at every time they would talk about like the mother getting medicine or using like
Oh,
like
fuck
a
that.
shot, because they were doing it at home. They had announced to the class that they were doing a home birth, so everything on the screen that they had saw that like, oh, there's a risk that this could
Oh my
go
God.
into the baby's bloodstream, whatever. He was just like basically judging all of us. Like, I was
fuck
about to
that guy.
like tap my shoulder, like, we're doing the normal thing here.
Yeah, you're the
We're
one.
going to a
We should be
hospital.
shaming you.
We're going to a hospital. You're doing it like in your fucking like
in a
basement.
baby pool in the basement. I remember Jim Gaffigan.
If you're doing old school style, then what the fuck are you doing here?
Yeah.
Do it old
Yeah,
school.
right. You
it
should
was-
know.
It was driving me crazy.
Jim Gaffigan has had like 1 million kids, and they do all home births, and he has just like a funny bit. He's not He's not being like judgmental about it, but he's just like, yeah, sure. Like, take your baby to like the most germy place in the world where you're surrounded by a bunch of strangers who are sick. Fine. So I was like, all right, fine, point taken.
Yeah.
But God forbid if something goes wrong or you're bleeding out or something, it's like, well, now you're in your basement.
Yeah.
There was like,
Now it's
I
fucked
feel
you.
like my basement would have more germs than a
sterile room.
we were there for like 5 hours, and 3 hours of the class, which is way too long of a class, but like 3 hours of the class was about all the things that could go wrong and like what to expect. And I was just thinking, like, if you're in your house, and like all power to you, like I think it's great if you're able to do
even
it.
the natural birth, like you don't want to use the epidural, like okay, tough guy,
It's
like
tough, man.
fucking. What if you need like to me? It's always like, what if you needed a C-section? You can't decide that, and the
Just
baby's
get
gonna come
that
out
baby
the way the
out
baby's gonna
healthy.
come out. I think the same thing about breast milk and formula. What if the mom died in childbirth and you're a single dad? You're giving your baby formula,
Right.
and there's nothing to do
Guys,
about it. Like
this
that's
reminds
just it,
me
you know.
Of when I was in a field trip in 5th grade, and I was just saying this, and I asked, and I said, so how did they give birth like before hospitals? And she looked at me and she laughed and she was like, You'll understand why that was a dumb question, or like something like you'll know why
Yeah.
that was a dumb question. And every single year, my birthday, I ask, was that a dumb question? Like in a few years,
Yeah, we've
she
talked
was
about that, I
like,
think.
she said like she was like, when you grow up, you'll understand. Like that you.
No, I
can't
think it's a
answer
very
that.
bad. I mean, I think
I
they
stand
used
by
to
every
people
single year.
used to just fucking die. Like,
Yeah.
I think it was like a coin flip back in the day. Like, hopefully the mom makes it.
Yeah.
Like this is your like plight. You have to
Yeah.
keep putting humans out there, but you might die doing it.
It's
crazy.
It's so crazy. I was actually thinking about a similar thing. I was watching Rent the other night, and it was just thinking about the AIDS epidemic and comparing it to like the global pandemic. And it was like, imagine if like on news, Fauci was like, "Will you guys just stop fucking?"
That's what we were talking to Pat. Pat was like, we just kept fucking through it.
What's option 2?
They were just like, let's keep on.
If you just like
fucking
stop
each other.
fucking and stop doing heroin, like we should be all right. And it's like any other choices?
What's the point of living if you ain't fucking and doing heroin, man? I'd rather be dead than not doing the fun shit. Yeah, imagine just being like, all my friends died because they just fucked each other.
I'm sure there's much more to the AIDS epidemic than that. But
It's crazy. Like about to stick it in, knowing like this
It
is
might be.
death sentence.
I didn't realize
Still
like
doing it, you just wanna
especially
nut.
now with the medicine and shit. But even prior to that, like it was really hard to get AIDS as a straight person. Like really hard. Like straight. I think for chicks it's like or I guess a straight male having sex with a girl. It's like you could fuck a girl with AIDS and you're probably not gonna get it.
yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's worked so far. So
That's how you know magic was.
I changed my Hinge settings. I was like, only AIDS. I'm running a test right now.
We live in a work from home era now, and so it's almost like buying a mattress. You know, when they say like spend money on a mattress because you spend a third of your life there. If you're working from home, you got to have a nice chair.
Yeah.
You're gonna be sitting in that chair whether you're working or when you stop working. You're still sitting in front of your TV, sitting in front of your computer. You're on your chair at home probably for like 16 hours a day now. It's worth getting yourself a nice chair. I'm talking ergonomic and comfort. They have the dynamic variable lumbar support that adjusts as you move. They have the side float infinite recline where you can go all the way back and lay flat. Effortless comfort, and they even have cooling chairs and massage features. All in one chair. I need a new chair. This chair's killing me, man. I've officially worn this chair out.
Yeah,
My
well,
ass
Jackie
hurts.
beat you to it. Jackie wore that one out long before you.
Jackie's fat ass broke this chair.
You sit there half the time, bitch. Oh yeah, I ruined that chair. I ruined whatever I'm sitting. It looks like I'm sitting in a pile of pee. I didn't. I've never pissed on this couch. But have you seen this?
No.
Look at this stain. Like you gotta be like standing up.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's a pee stain.
Yeah. Dude.
So, listen, maybe it was you. Somebody peed on that couch.
Someone 100% pissed on this couch.
I've tried a lot of office chairs, but nothing comes close to X chair. So if you're trying to treat your back and treat yourself to something new, now is the time. But don't wait because these deals won't last forever. So hit up xchair.com. And the sale right now, you can save up to $599 today. So use code KFC100 for $100 off of any order, $500 or more. It's worth it. Invest in your back. Invest in that ass. Invest in these chairs. and use promo code KFC100 to get $100 off any order of $500 or more at xchair.com. KFC Radio is sponsored by BetterHelp. Let's talk numbers. Traditional in-person therapy can cost anywhere between $100 and $250 per session, which adds up fast. But with BetterHelp Online Therapy, you can save, on average, up to 50% per session. And that makes life easier because you're not spending as much money. You probably don't even need therapy. At the end of the day, I can pay my bills now, so I don't even need BetterHelp anymore. But with BetterHelp, you pay a flat fee for weekly sessions, which saves you big on cost and time, because therapy should feel accessible. It should not feel like a luxury. And with online therapy, you can get quality care at a price that makes sense and can help you with everything from anxiety to everyday stress. And your mental health is worth it, so now it's within reach. With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform, having served over 5 million people globally. It's convenient, too, so you can join a session with the click of a button, helping you fit therapy into your busy life. Your well-being is well worth it. So visit BetterHelp.com/KFC today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/KFC. Dude, I was laughing so much, by the way, to go back to golf. When I saw the Fat Perez look like an itty-bitty baby next to Beef.
He's
like, this man's name is the Fat Perez. Prior to this, he was like, I would have told you that's one of the biggest guys I've ever seen. And he looked like a tiny guy.
It looks like the Shaq, who was it? Shaq, Charles Barkley, The Rock picture.
Yeah,
you
think The Rock's big?
The Rock's huge. What the hell? He looks like a baby in this picture.
Yeah, he looks itty bitty. I mean, Beef. How tall is Beef too?
I'd say he's like 6'4", 6'5".
Yeah.
I mean, look at that. The Rock.
The Rock is a massive man.
Shout out to Marky Mark for even being like in the picture.
Beef is
well, actually, that makes it look worse because Wahlberg looks like just about the same size
Wait,
as The Rock.
The Rock must not be like 6'4".
No, I think he is. I think he's huge, but there's gonna be a weird angle.
Oh, really weird angle then, because Marky Mark's like
6'4".
Yeah, look at that though. It says he's billed as 6'4". He's closer to 6'2".
That's a humongous difference.
That's a Reddit thread, so who knows? But looking at that picture, if you're even remotely close to Marky Mark, you're not 6'4".
Sizes are all so weird. I'll never get over the fact that Dan and fucking Derrick Henry are the same size. Derrick Henry on an NFL field looks like he dwarfs everybody. He's 6'4", 250.
The guy who just finished in second to Rory in the playoff, JJ Spawn, we were at the PGA Championship in Louisville, and we were recording our podcast on some hill, and he's a tiny fella. And I don't know why I've got something against these tiny guys on the tour. I don't know why they walk by, and I'm like, look at this guy. I'm always asking like if they have to get their pants like from a different spot or whatever. But,
where'd you get your pants? From the small pants store?
He looks like Sausage, right?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
So anyway, so he walks by us and goes, "Pizza boy," and I said, "Sorry, I didn't hear you behind that fucking what did I say? I said
you got him good.
blade of.
Nailed it.
I said immediately. I said, "Sorry, I didn't see you behind that blade of grass." As he walked by, and we've had a fucking crazy rivalry for 4 or 5 years.
Really?
Where I say he comes up just short, or the task was too tall, or and he. So
That's great.
It's so funny having like
I mean, he's
even
5'6",
that's
walking
fine.
around.
5'6"
It's
is
nuts.
fine.
They say 5'8". He's
5'6". That's like Kendrick Lamar, man. Itty
yeah.
bitty
You
baby.
see him walk around, but it should be impressive that a guy like that is like hitting the ball
I hear
320
you though.
years old.
It's the same thing as like what I used to feel with white basketball players. It's like I should like you more, and it's more impressive what you're doing. But I used to hate him.
Yeah, I don't hate him because of his size. I hate him because he called me Pizza Boy. But now I've grabbed onto the size.
God, thank God you got out of that biz,
Yeah.
huh? I mean, working with
Pizza
Dave
boy.
is not a bad thing, but I don't think you would have made it, man. Like
No,
just like
no.
mentally, physically, emotionally, I don't think you would survive that.
I mean, he's definitely
It's toned down a lot. Like
It has, but
you
I mean,
also
I-
needed to
I
film
think-
like 1,000.
Yeah, I think
like,
Austin does way more than I did.
Does he really?
Oh, yeah.
Because I
Do you
feel like
feel
in the
any kind of
beginning you were
rivalry?
doing like 10 a day.
I was doing a lot, but that was just pizza reviews. I feel like Austin does like all-encompassing
Day
Dave
trader
business.
and- oh, yeah,
Like
yeah.
Dave's going live more than he's ever gone live.
Yeah.
He's traveling more than he's ever traveled. Like I had him contained to that office,
Right.
where it was like 9 to 5, and that one time I tried to leave at 4:30. 9 to 5, it's like Dave Portnoy business, and
Yeah.
then like I'll say and edit and do whatever. But I really didn't have to deal with too much of the stuff. Like you had Daniela or Erica would always go on a trip with him or whatever. I
Yeah.
never really had to do any of that stuff.
Right, he
so
is
it was
just
kind of
solo
nice.
Dave.
Like
Yeah.
just really getting him like at the office. Now it's like, holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
Austin's everywhere.
Yeah. Austin's tall as fuck.
Yeah.
He's
Good looking guy too.
Probably bigger than The Rock.
All right. Well, how big do you think his dick is? You think he's got a sick dick?
Probably healthy size.
Healthy dick.
Dude, it must be so weird for the golfers, and maybe I don't know golf media as well, but like I feel like even in this day and age, like football players, basketball players, hockey players, they all kind of dealt with what Barstool is. At least there was like talk radio, and there was like people talking about their sport and making fun of them in like a ball busting way. I feel like golfers never had that.
Yeah, it's like the first era of that. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I will say there's always been hecklers. You see Rory take the guy's phone the other day. He's such a fucking dork.
I know.
I
do
like
love
missed a
Rory.
shot, and some heckler was like, just like Augusta in 2011 or whatever the fuck he said, and he walked over. And by the
bad.
way, this guy's a pussy because Rory just walks over and says, "Can I see your phone?" And he just gives it to him, and he just walks away and like deletes it off his phone. You're a fucking pussy.
Also,
if some
like,
guy just says, "Give me your phone,"
What
and
was
you do
Rory
it.
thinking? Like, what's the best scenario? Like that video's like. Also, what was
And
wrong
now,
with
guess
that?
what? This video
What
is
was
going
wrong
viral.
with that video? Like, oh, it's just like when you hit it in the water in 2011. Okay.
Like
what?
He kind of known for that, right? Like thin skin.
Yeah, I mean, he'd never done this, man. This is crazy.
so fucking lame, man.
Also, you never deleted it. It's just in the deleted album now. There's no way you got in there.
Yeah, the deleted folder. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like Rory, so I actually don't hate this move. Like it's clearly because I like Rory. But
No one walks like Rory McIlroy. He's got a bop to him. It's like he floats.
Is he like a
I always
horse?
said that, I mean, I always bring it back to the dick, but I always said like it was almost like Tigger, where like his tail
He's bouncing
would,
up.
would give him that extra bump.
I always bring it back to Dick. It's like that famous cartoon.
Yeah. He's got a hog, man.
Does he? I mean,
Oh
he's
yeah,
wearing
you watch
tight.
the way he stretches his pants out after he hits a golf shot. There's no room in there.
Jackie, what is the definitive size for a dick that girls want? Put a number on it. Speak for all
This
women.
feels
What
like
is the size?
no.
Just-
This
Give
feels
me a
like trap
number.
that I don't want to fall into.
Give me a number.
I also don't like. I don't have a good gauge of like girls don't associate like you guys measure your dicks all the time. I guess
Never
I don't
have.
have like a number.
I would not say all the time is.
And I'm not-
I've never done it. The same reason like you don't look under your bed when you're a kid. You're like, I
don't know what that is.
I don't want to know an answer to that.
It's one of those things that it will change your life. It could be for the better. It's probably gonna be for the worse.
I think I remember once in like 5th grade, 6th grade, like working up the courage to do it.
I remember
And then
taking a ruler and just jamming it into my stomach so it would be as far back.
necessarily,
Like,
like,
look, it's 8 inches.
You don't measure it, but you like put it up. You like
Yeah,
you
the
know
remote.
as you, like if you're holding your phone or something, you're like, oh, all right, like I know how much that is.
It's
or
about
whatever.
one,
Yeah.
tiny like razor phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
iPad Nano. you take the fucking you take the tape measure. It doesn't even go past the metal. You know, there's no number yet. Sicko.
It's the hook you use on a 2x4. That's the best way I can describe my penis.
What was that fucking something like went viral the other day? That micro penis. What was that? Where it was like.
Somebody
No.
with a micro penis?
Dude, you know what's dangerous this day and
Oh,
age?
there was
Just
like a
saying
sto-
something went viral because everyone's experience on the internet is completely
Yeah,
catered
yeah.
to them.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know what you're talking about.
You're like, that was just you and your searching habits, my
Oh,
friend.
yeah, maybe it
you
was.
just had the pregnant woman.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
right.
It's like when people back in the day used to be like, nice fucking advertising on Barstool. You'd be like,
Yeah.
that's actually Google AdSense. It's catered
That's
to you.
you,
Yeah, I was gonna
bitch.
say,
Like,
may
there's
have
no
been,
one like
may have
this.
been a video that came across my desk because she was like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna go like with this big black dick. So I'm gonna try it out. So I think that may have been.
Oh, it's probably Bonnie Blue. Bonnie Blue said she's going to fuck everybody.
that was it.
She was trying to find the smallest dick in Cancun.
That's what it was.
Okay.
And so she
All right,
fucked
that's
everybody
what it
in
was.
Cancun.
That's what it was.
I'm sure some small dick
Imagine
guy was like,
signing
"This
up
is
for
great."
that. Like you're the guy.
I'm
Dude,
sure if you
where
have a
my
micro
Buffalo
dick.
boys? Who's got smaller?
Yeah.
Get down to Cancun, guys.
All right,
So, yeah,
speaking of
things have
golf
been
media,
pretty good,
Frankie's
yeah.
got to go do foreplay, 12:30. So
Yep, we gotta go talk some golf.
Thanks,
talk about
bud.
the TPC and yeah, man, it's always great to be with you guys.
Pleasure as always.
Checking
doors
in on
always
life.
open. Yeah. Probably
Should
next time we'll talk to you, you'll probably be a father.
Yeah, that's gonna be a fucking roller coaster. I'm
Yeah, man.
Wait, are you like ready?
What are you gonna do? Like, are you gonna keep traveling and golfing and shit?
gonna have to try, right?
She's just gonna
that's-
fucking hate you.
I'm gonna take like a month to like let the baby know who I am, and then it's like I gotta start going
Yeah.
back. I mean, when we're home, we're
Don't
home,
let Dave
which
hear
is
that.
good.
We'll cut that part.
Yeah. Oh, for the month.
Yeah.
You have to be home for a couple weeks, right?
Yeah.
Like, there's no, you have to.
Totally.
You literally have to. Like,
It is so weird too, just like different times. Like I remember talking to recently, we were talking about just like my parents. I don't think my dad was there for me. Like
Our dads were like really not. They were like,
I know the night my sister was born, my older sister, my older of my sisters. I know the night she was born, he got in a bar fight. Not his fault. It was not his fault. It was my uncle's fault. But like hearing that, where it's like, yeah, I was out at the bar, got in a fight. It's like the day she was born. What are you talking about?
My dad was in the Merchant Marines, and so he used to go out on ship out for like months at a time. And he was making like a lot of money, but like he would be gone for 3 months. So like the baby was born, he shipped out, and like my mom used to like put like his clothes in the crib with him to like get the smell and all that. But he was like, I could tell every time I came home that like I picked up my own kid, and he was like crying and shit. So eventually he quit. He was like, I can't do this. Yeah. But in the beginning, it was like, yeah, go make your money. I take care of the kids. Now it's just not how it goes.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you have the opportunity to take a couple of weeks home, it's definitely better, right? Like,
totally.
It's good to like be there.
Well, also
and help out.
You don't realize how like fucked up you could be after birth, where it's
totally.
Like, I remember thinking like, if I wasn't here, like, what would you do? Like,
right.
Couldn't get up, couldn't go to the bathroom, couldn't feed yourself, couldn't like, it's like going to it's like coming out of surgery like a day later and you're just like go on your own.
Like I know the alternative could be like, other dads have like gone right back to work, where it's like, but that's like the negative side. Like I'm saying, like the better thing would be to be home for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So
or I mean, listen, you have the money and you have nannies, you have family, you have
athletes have to deal with that. Like you see, like a hockey player will be like their wife is giving birth that night. They don't know if they're going to be in the lineup, and then they're back the next game. Yeah. So like that you don't miss games because your wife gave birth, but they also have like a team of night nurses and nannies.
Well, that's the thing.
Yeah,
yeah. But I mean, you just tell her, listen, honey, these, this golf YouTube ain't gonna make itself.
No. Luckily, we've got a pretty big crew now. Like we've got Beef, and Francis comes on a lot of things now, and Jersey Jerry wants to get into the mix. So like we can plug and play some people, but I'm definitely gonna have to get back on the road. After a couple weeks. So we'll see.
All right, bro.
To it, bud.
Good stuff.
All right.
Pleasure as always.
Thank you.
Tell the fellas I said hi.
We'll do.
All right, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe, like, and leave a comment below. Click that button.
Or I'll cut off my finger.